that will stop or make a barrier from infection coming into your skin. So what a barrier is a protection for your skin. Now, when you put the anti-aging on top of it, you can be sure that you're not going to be the one that's promoting bacterial growth or other problems, because there's a barrier, and that is a medical term that means protection. It increases the synthesis of 6 different constituents of the skin. Here's what happens. Not only do we have all these wonderful benefits that go on by stimulating the specific hormones of the body, and we get these endorphins, but look at this. We have collagen 1, collagen 3, collagen 4 that are being produced in more volumes. So the body has an immune response, and it starts producing collagen, which is important for smoothness, softness, and flexibility of the skin. Those are 3 of the ingredients. In addition, we have laminin 5, we have fibronectin, and we have hyaluronic acid. Let me talk to you about what that means. Fibronectin are the cells that start the growth of healthy skin tissue in little teeny fibers. Collagen is what fills in along them to make that skin flexible and smooth, while you have hyaluronic acid that helps lubricate the skin, keeping it soft and smooth. And I can't tell you how many women come up to me already and say, "Feel my face. I'm not wearing any makeup, and my skin has never been this perfectly soft, smooth, and hydrated as it has before." You are 70% water. Because you're 70% water, if you become 75% water, your skin gets too wet, you can start to grow bacteria or mold or yeast. And if you become 65% water, you get really dry, flaky, irritated, cracked skin. But to stay right where you're supposed to be is the purpose of your skin, to keep you at the right moisture level. That's why this product is so valuable, because it allows hydration and breathing of the skin, keeping you at the perfectly moist level. Here's some microscope photographs, and what this is before and after. As you can see, on the far side that way, you've got the microscopic picture before. 60 days later, on this side over here, you've got a picture, and it is substantially less deep on the wrinkles. Does everybody agree with me on this? It's visible with an anti-wrinkle effect of 31%. So you lost 1/3 of the depth of that wrinkle. In addition, there's a lifting effect from the collagen from all of these fibronectin and hyaluronic acid increases. Your skin is tighter, it's firmer, even a 28% improvement, so that the wrinkle effect on forehead skin, where we carry a lot of our worry lines, is substantially better. Here we're looking at wrinkle reduction on the forehead from those numbers. What you're seeing on the side over here is you've got wrinkle reduction on the forehead. This is before, this is after. You know, you can see it in the crow's feet area too on this particular person. 2 months later, 30% improvement. That's a real quick way to summarize what these pictures are saying, and you're visibly seeing it. Here's another set of photographs. These are under the microscope as well. Reducing forehead lines and crow's feet. This was done in 25 women aged 42 to 70 using the product twice a day. Here's the before, here's the after. Wouldn't you rather be this person over here? Well, it's the same person, just that they've got better skin now, don't they? Much younger skin. Now you know why they call this anti-aging, because it truly is. The lifting and tightening effect is about 12% in 2 months. And you can see this picture on the left before, the picture 60 days later is tighter because of the hyaluronic acid, because of the 3 different forms of collagen, and the fibronectin pulling the skin tighter, being more flexible. On the crow's feet, you can see before and after an anti-wrinkle effect in 2 months. Now, when you have substantial anti-aging, it's because not only do you hydrate on the surface, but you're doing it from the inside out as well. And the people who have the most dramatic benefits recognize that it's a system and it's done routinely. And so those men who are out building their deck and doing all the other fun things, they need to recognize that the routine is what gives the body the tools it needs to heal itself. Now, how much hydration do you get? I love this slide because it tells me exactly what I want to know about how moist my skin will be. An increase in skin hydration of 40% in 2 hours. So your skin, first and foremost, is going to become smoother and softer. And the reason why is because it's holding on to the water. Look at this, 20 subjects, ages 23 to 57, had an improvement in hydration, 40% in the first 2 hours. That's what these bar graphs mean. The taller they are, the more percentage of hydration. So here's a 40% hydration in 2 hours. Then we're out here to 4 hours, and it's still pretty good at about 25%. 6 hours, excuse me, this is 6 hours, and we're out here at 23%. 8 hours, we still have 15%, and 1 day later, you still have substantial hydration, even as much as 6 or 7%. So what this means is when you put this on, and this lotion, cream, gel, all of these things together working for your good, have a benefit that's measurable. Even if only you just use the anti-aging cream, you're going to get this kind of hydration. Plus, imagine cleaning off those dead cells and allowing the youthful cells to show themselves as well. You're starting to see this wisdom in a system. Hydration means suppleness. Hydration means regeneration of the skin. There's some ingredients here that do this, that are responsible. Philodendron is one of them. Sandalwood is one of them. Barley is another. These are the Latin names. So you might see big words and Latin names. Look where they come from. Philodendron, sandalwood, barley. These are the sources of very important herbs, and many of them stimulate your immune system so it can heal or hydrate itself. Number 4 is firming. Ingredients that help with the firming are on this list up here, and some of them are big chemical names. Again, most of them come from a plant source or a fruit source. On the other hand, sometimes some of these firming ingredients do so because of the rapid nature by which they evaporate. By the way, if your skin is moist and it breathes, then if you apply evaporation, your skin will dehydrate as it pulls tight. That's the combination of ingredients that give us a firming effect. Number 5, softness and smoothness have ingredients like phytic acid, sodium phytate. These are important ingredients because they increase moisture levels 38%, and they do so within a very, very short time, like 2 hours. The elasticity of the skin increases 21.5%. A lot of that's because the water is being held in the skin. Improved wrinkles are 16%. Well, it makes sense. If your skin is going to be breathing better, plus hydrated more, you're going to have a more healthy skin. It won't be as thick and craggy from all those dead cells because you've washed them off. It makes sense that this works, and it works so well. In addition, number 6 is the claim of mood, Xophoria. For happy skin, you can see and feel. What do you think about that? Happy skin, you can see and feel. Well, I thought that was a little corny when I was putting that together until I realized I can prove it. You're going to get an improvement in the endorphins at the skin level. Here's some of the ingredients you got up here. cyclodextrin, ascorbyl tetraisopalmitate. You're impressed I can say those words. They come from plant sources. They feed the skin. In addition, you've got the ingredients here that come from olive oil, here's lecithin, vegetable oil. You've got these other ingredients that are like tocopherol, which is vitamin E from a plant source. These stimulate the production of beta endorphins, and those, by the way, are the hormones that make you happy. So your skin is, in fact, happy with happy hormones. In addition, you're stimulating 190% increase in the mitochondrial activity. In your cell, you have mitochondria, which is the generating powerhouse of the cell. This powerhouse of the cell is now 190% more active, meaning that whatever your cell is that it should be doing, it can do it with more energy and more endurance. And if it's your skin, it's going to heal quicker as well. There's a 27% increase in skin hydration in 28 days that can be sustained. There's a 19% increase in skin firmness in that same 28 days. Endorphins come from the root words morphine and endogenous. Morphine is a painkiller, a natural occurring painkiller, doesn't have to be a drug. And endogenous means produced from within. So we're talking about a pain-killing, happy hormone that's produced from within when stimulated by the ingredients that are mostly natural from our product. There is a 105% increase in the stimulation of beta endorphins after topical use. Here's the medical study and its reference for that. So what we're talking about now is having a product that works all by itself. But since we've been enlightened by the fact that we're going to have a cleanser and a serum, when you come to Reno, we'll have all the rest of that information for you then. There is the strong antioxidants from the cacao in combination with the hydrating effects of the cream end up with the oral consumption of anti-aging capsules and creating a multiplicity of benefits. There's a lot of words. Let me tell you what that means. You need to take the anti-aging capsules so they can work on the inside out while at the same time you're hydrating on the outside in and stimulating a happy response. This whole biochemistry of endorphins is proven. It's published. It's there for you. I'm going to make it a little short because we're running a little short on time. But you have to remember that within seconds, these theospheres pass through the fats of the skin, triggering the nerves to sustain a response of endorphins that not only work on your skin to reduce inflammation, but in your brain as well. By activating these receptor sites in the skin, the following actions become more active. Okay, so now all these are medically proven results when we put this on topically. Starting with, skin begins to grow faster. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to have that 6th grade teacher arm that sags back and forth under your armpit. You know the one I'm talking about when she writes on the board. That's because you don't have enough hydration, collagen, and elastin. Just the opposite. But what you're going to do is get skin that actually heals quicker and it differentiates or it duplicates itself faster. It's called epithelialization, and it's the epithelium, that's the outer layer of the skin, that begins to become more youthful because you're growing more cells quicker and they're producing to the top in a better or more healing fashion, which also means wound healing is going to be increased and improved. Now, hopefully you don't have a bunch of cuts and scrapes and things to heal, but let's face it, every single day you're going to wash off or scrape off dead skin cells. Isn't that a form of wound healing? It is in this response. So you're going to also need fibroblasts to be produced. Those are the blast cells, the originating cells that make your skin whole new, brand new cells. So you're now going to grow brand new cells that actually make your skin tighter. This is called a keratinocyte, and a keratinocyte migrates across a wound. You know when you get a scab on an open wound, little fibers go across it, then it fills in with collagen. Well, we have all these microscopic small wounds that are healing all the time, but if you don't have this keratinocyte migrating across the open wounds or on the edges of your skin, you don't have healthy, smooth tissues. In addition, skin becomes more healthy, active, and heals faster and more completely, while the brain suffers less discomfort and feels better. That's a great set of lines. All of this research is published, all of this research is available, and all of these products, all of these ingredients make up your product with proven results. So when the skin is exposed to the sun in combination with these ingredients, there is an additional physiologic benefit. That means the sun activates the skin cells to actually become healthier. So the last question I was asked before I came up here was, is this a sunscreen? Is it? It is not designed by ingredient to be a formal sunscreen, but we have found that it functions as an antioxidant on the surface of the skin to neutralize the radiation from the sun as if it were a 15-level sunscreen. So it's good, it's just no hormone-based sunscreen. And this is why you can become younger looking and you can feel better at the same time, because the skin is healing itself. Even when the sun hits it, it's activating more production of the healing process. When your skin feels relaxed and happy, you feel happy because the brain and the skin originate from the same genetic cells. So when you are an embryo inside your mother's womb growing, and the cells are dividing, the exact same skin cells originate from the exact same types of cells as your brain, especially the endorphin part of your brain does. So this is why the nerve is connected to your skin, runs one cell all the way up to your brain. They come from the same site. This is a graph that documents when people were asked how they feel, do they feel better, and all of them scored over 90% in yes, my skin feels better, yes, I feel better, yes, I have a better mood, yes, I have a better attitude, in all of those categories. Number 7, skin respiration without water loss. Now, what you've got is you've got the hydrogenating effects of olive oil, basically, which produces an aliphatic triterpene. That's a chemical that is similar but more potent than fish oils. We all know how good fish oils are for the inside of our body, and we'd love to put them on our skin, except we don't want to smell like a trout or a salmon, do we? So with that in mind, we now have an element that comes from a plant source that's processed in a way, given a big chemical name, but it's really a processed olive oil that works on our skin even better to moisturize as a slight barrier and to let the skin breathe at the same time. It does not leave the skin feeling greasy, pasty, sticky, or tacky like some of the other ingredients are used. Absorption and penetration is number 8. If you can't get this cream into your skin, then it just rides on the top of the skin and doesn't do a whole lot of good. This is a very important part of the cream. Amino acids in the presence of antioxidants regrow nerves. And I showed you some microscopic pictures of what is darn near Nobel Prize winning information that didn't exist a year ago. Nerves can regrow in the presence of omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants and some of the amino acids. All of these you can take to help your body heal itself. I was asked 3 times by 3 separate people at lunchtime, will this work for MS? Because people who have MS know that the nerve has a sheath on it called myelin, and it's a fatty acid, and that erodes away, and then the nerve can't send a normal signal, and the MS people no longer can walk or move or function normally, and it hurts very bad. Can this help? And the answer is a resounding yes. The body can heal itself if you give it the proper tools. We're just fortunate enough in scientific terms to have pictures of it now. We know how. We have the tools. We are ready, both inside and outside the body, to help with these issues. You're also going to neutralize ozone and other dangerous free radicals and boost cellular nutrition because you're going to enter the cells more easily. And when you do, we're going to take antioxidants with it. Remember the video I showed earlier with the highlighted little dots of antioxidants entering a cell, scattering their benefit throughout it and healing the cell in seconds? That's exactly what I'm talking about. In addition, number 9 is gravity control, a lifting and tightening. This is important because it fights that sagging skin, and it also tightens the skin by producing collagen, elastin, and improves resistance to gravity. In other words, your skin becomes more flexible, it becomes more plastic, it becomes healthier. It's not nutrient deficient anymore. It's not sun damaged anymore. It's not dry anymore. Those are all the reasons that damage skin long term. You're reversing all those issues, and you're doing so very quickly. Even in the first few days, you'll notice a benefit. Xophoria promotes long-term and short-term benefits for everyone that uses this product. The expectation can cause bad feelings. The expectation that all of your problems of your skin will be gone in 2 days just because you put this cream on twice is what happens. I know I've been called several times by people saying, how come all my wrinkles aren't gone? How long have you been using it? I said. They said 2 days. I said, wait a minute, let's get the expectation right. Short-term benefits that you should expect in the first day up to the 5th day are softness of the skin, smoothness of the skin, flexibility of the skin, texture and hydration of the skin, and moisturization. Those of you who have put it on, raise your hand if you can attest to short-term benefits already. Yes, and if you did the skin pinch test, you have proof to be able to duplicate your benefit as well. Now, the long-term benefits are measured in 2 months or longer. Long-term benefits includes wrinkle reduction, dark age spots reduced. This is your countenance and the glow of your skin. It just gets better day after day after day because your skin cells are healthier and they're growing from the inside out. At the same time, you're removing the damaged parts off the top. A glowing effect, a lightening, a tightening, a firming, and anti-aging are all results that can be measured in long-term, 2 months or longer. So we don't send the wrong message. Short-term benefits are a little different than the long-term benefits. And if you look at the short-term benefits, they're terrific. And they lead to the benefits that you measure long-term. Wanda Rose has a great story. We put her testimonial up there. And I'm going to skip it or give it.
You're going to have her come up.
I was hoping I could have her come up. Would you all celebrate our new celebrity? I haven't asked Wanda, but I am now. Wanda, would you tell your story?
I look much better than that picture. Don't be scientific. Well, I just have to say those photos are scientific. You know, I was trying to have you see less wrinkles. Anyway, it is what it is. And I have to say, I didn't really expect a lot of tremendous benefit because I've never really had great skin. I've never felt wonderful about my skin. I've had rosacea. I've had, as I get older, we get, you know, those brown spots, wrinkles, we've got tags, all these things that we get. And I've been using lots of different creams and moisturizers, but nothing really worked. I started putting this on, and I would look at myself over a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and I'd look and I'd say, I think it really is getting better. And down here, my neck, I used to have a double chin a long time ago. The chocolate has helped, the Xocai has really helped with this, but my skin is tight. I don't have a double chin anymore. The wrinkles have kind of gone away in my neck. So it's the real deal, and my skin is soft. I mean, it's just, you guys, it is amazing. It works. And I was very leery, so I'll tell you, I've been on for 3 months now. And they asked me today in the video, and I said, you can take anything you want, you cannot take my Xophoria. That is mine forever, because I'm soon going to look maybe 30 again. I look better now when I was 30 and 40. Thank you.
Give her a hand. A standing ovation. Thank you for participating in our medical study. In addition to that, I can summarize her story in my brain by saying, Wanda looks 30 years younger. That pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? Yes. Now, we have some others here. Oh, we did that part. Okay, Joe, are we going to let... Joe asked me if we